Hello and welcome to episode 97 of This Week in BJJ. Today is December 9th. On today's show, a little bit about EBI 5, 2 new DVD instructionals I want to share with you, 3 new Ghees, and a brief interview with Kim Terra. Here we go. So as I've been telling you for many weeks now, EBI 5 is this weekend. It's December 13th. If you're in SoCal, there are still tickets available for the live show at the Orpheum Theater, which is a beautiful venue in downtown LA. This building was built in the 1920s, and it is really a sight to see. So if you're local, you should definitely go check it out live. If you are not local or for whatever reason you want to watch it online, watching online is great. That way you have access to the live commentary. There's 3 very capable commentators doing commentary, the same crew that's been there since the beginning of the EBI, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This is the lightweights 16-man division competing for a $20,000 maximum prize. And just like I mentioned last week, there's been one change. Eddie Cummings is out, but he's replaced by teammate Gary Tonin. And everything that I've seen, people are pretty excited to see Gary back in the mix. Gary is a super exciting fighter, and it's going to be fun to see him competing against the reigning champ, Denny Prokopos. Also guys like Nathan Orchard, Ronnie Yaya, Dan Covell, and more. So for more information, check out BudoVideos.com/EBI5. That's where you'll go to watch the live event on Saturday. Okay, time for new products. Okay, 3 new Ghees and 2 new DVDs. Let's start out with the DVDs. Gianni Grippo is one of the top featherweight competitors today, and he released 2 instructionals on 2 very hot topics. The first one is the single leg X guard. This is a type of guard popularized by Marcelo Garcia, and it's one that not a lot of people understand, but it's very effective for sweeping and going for leg locks as well. Gianni is a great teacher, and there are about 20 different sweeps, back takes, and submissions shown here. So really cool instructional. Check it out on BudoVideos.com. And the other one he covered is dynamic leg drags and drills. The leg drag is one of the most popular ways to pass the guard nowadays, especially the open guard. It's very effective. You see guys like the Mendes brothers doing it at the highest level of competition. And, in this DVD, he shows some drills, back takes, passes. There's definitely a lot to learn on this one as well. Both these DVDs are available on BudoVideos.com. Now it's time for Ghees. The first one is a Judo Ghee. This one is a double weave Ghee from Fuji, and this one is called the Extreme Comfort Double Weave Judo Ghee. So when people think of double weaves, they think of a stiff, uncomfortable Ghee. So now Fuji has put a rash guard inner lining, so it makes it super comfortable, no scraping your back. And but I do want to point out that a double weave Ghee does not mean thicker necessarily. It's just the way that the fabric is woven. So if you're looking for a new Judo Ghee, definitely check out this one. Only $129. Great deal for a double weave Ghee. Now time for BJJ Ghees. Vulcan has released 2 new Ghees. The first one is called the Bravo Pro, and the second one is the Nave Pro. Both of these are $190 and very well made. Made in Brazil still. Most Ghees now are made in Pakistan, but Vulcan is still manufacturing at their own facility in Brazil. And one of the amazing things about Vulcan BJJ Ghees is that it's the only brand I know that had 0 shrinkage. They're 100% pre-shrunk. I put mine in the washer on hot. I put it in the dryer on high heat and took it out, and it hadn't changed a bit. So that was pretty nice. If you put a Ghee on and it fits you perfectly, to be able to know that you're going to be able to wash it and dry it on hot and come out perfectly fitting you is a pretty nice thing, and it's rare nowadays. So definitely check out these 2 new Ghees. They are made in limited numbers, so I can't say how long they're going to be available, but they're available now on BudoVideos.com. All right, guys, that's enough of that. Now let's go to the interview. This one is a pretty short one. This is with Caio Terra's brother, his younger brother, Kim Terra. He lives and trains in the Bay Area with Caio, and I wasn't able to go up there and see him in person, and he's not down here quite yet. He will be here this weekend competing at EBI, so I just shot up 7 questions to Caio and asked Caio to ask his brother these questions. So the answers are a little bit brief, but it gives you a little bit of insight into Kim's life, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see Kim competing this weekend at EBI 5. Kim has been competing a lot in the Ghee lately, and he's been doing very well. He was in the New York BJJ Pro, I think it was, recently, and he submitted everybody he fought there. So he's a very tough competitor. I think we're going to be hearing a lot more about him. He's been on the scene for a long time, but now that he's living and training here in California, we're definitely going to see a lot more of him. So it'll be fun to see him competing again at EBI this weekend. All right, guys, here we go. Kim Terra.
When did you move to the US and why?
Well, what many people don't know is that I've actually lived in the US before. I came here with my brother in 2007, but I was a little immature, made some bad choices, and ended up having to go back to Brazil, which was actually a blessing in disguise because that's when I earned my law degree, met my wife, and started a family.
Everyone knows your brother Caio. Do you think your jiu-jitsu is similar to his?
Well, I like to think so, but it's especially because he teaches me everything I know, but it's very hard to consider yourself with a jiu-jitsu similar to my brother's because he's in another level, I think.
How's your training in the US compared to Brazil?
It's totally different, I think. In Brazil, I was more focused in school and other responsibilities. When I moved to the US, not only I found my teacher here, Caio, my brother, also a lot of good training partners, people who actually are living to train and compete. It's a lot different.
Are you training in a particular way for EBI?
The only thing that I changed in my training is remove the Ghee. Now I'm training only no Ghee for EBI.
Do you have any thoughts of your potential opponents?
To be honest, I haven't even looked at the bracket. I don't like to worry about that. I just focus on what I'm gonna do.
Do you like the EBI rule set?
I love the EBI rule set. It's very cool and forces fighters to go for the finishes. I think it's the ideal rule set.
What are your long-term goals?
I would like to reach my full potential at the sport of jiu-jitsu. Also, I'm currently teaching at Roots Kickboxing in Union City, but eventually I would like to start my own school in the US because I love this country.
Okay, we've reached the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate all that stuff. And if you want to watch a little bit more, I have my own YouTube channel. I didn't do a lot for a while, but I'm starting to get more regular on that. So if you want to check out some more off-the-cuff videos, I usually film these while I'm driving and just whatever's on my mind. Check out the Budo Jake YouTube channel. There'll be a URL right here. And I post a new video about once a week. And if you guys have any suggestions for other topics, I'll be happy to address them, but otherwise I just speak whatever's on my mind. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time on This Week in BJJ. And don't forget to watch EBI 5 this weekend at BudoVideos.com/EBI5.